Chud327, and this is my zombie resurrection video. This is by popular vote. It's time to investigate, see what happened. Maybe get it running again. If we get it running again, it will be a zombie. Back to life. Okay, I found a hole in the block. Come over and I'll show it to you. Right there. Something came loose, popped a hole in the block. There's where the oil was squirting out. Now that it's all torn apart, it looks like everything held together good, except for the governor system. Those pieces came apart, somehow slung a hole in the case. As far as the rod goes, the rod's still intact. I don't know if I can show you that with one hand. It's all still in one piece. So I've got this zombie right here, and in the shop, the free Craftsman. The only thing you've missed so far, I put it in the shop, and I'm working on pulling the deck out. I just got to pull it on out, it's all loose. Then I'm going to pull this engine out. Then I want to sell this mower. I don't need it, I don't want it. Someone online said 15. I think they said 1,500, but I'm thinking $15. Obviously 1,500 was a joke. And if you're thinking $15, that's too cheap. Well, it don't have a deck. No deck, FNR transmission, no engine, tires go flat, steering's worn out. 15 might be too much, but it's more than the recycle place will pay for it. And the deck don't look half bad. May have to put that on the Troy number 6. Should fit right on. And there's the mower deck right in front of Troy number 6. So I used the pipe wrench and the 5/8 socket, pulled out this bolt. The pulleys are now off of the crankshaft. I got to take out those 4 motor mount bolts. It'll be time to lift it off there. The engine is now loose. There are the 4 bolts, and check out the belt when we went down the bottom of the ditch and shredded it. That was good timing. And I ran out of gas, so that's good timing. So I got to pull off the gas line. I got to unhook the throttle cable and some wires on the other side. We'll be ready to go. Zombie is now in the shop, and it is officially engine liftoff time. Now we can get that crap out of here and button this up. Oh, and the green on the engine pretty much matches the zombie theme. How do they know? The engine's in. It almost looks too good. Have you ever been to the car show and seen the rat rod and they pop the hood? Got a nice chrome engine under the hood? That's kind of what this reminds me of. This engine might be too good for the zombies. Let's push it out in the sun. It's a very good looking engine. The gas tank is now installed. There's gas in the tank. I put a new piece of hose here, and we've got a new filter. And there comes the gas. All right, the good news on this engine, the motor mount bolts, they fit right in, everything lined right up. The bad news is, this is the plug on the engine, this is the plug on the mower. I got these two to fit. I'm just going to jump out the solenoid and run it. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it up, then I'm going to put the hood on it. I'm now toying with the idea of putting this bumper on. I like the looks of it, but when you turn the tire sharp, it'll rub. I guess just don't turn the tire very sharp. I would have to drill 2 holes here, 2 holes on the other side, bolt it on. My other dilemma, the muffler and the grill are coming in contact, and this is plastic, so that's not a good combination. We may be taking the muffler off. I think I just heard some of you smiling. So the muffler's off. I'm looking at some other exhaust options, and the big chrome stack, that's not going to work. I've got this one, but I think I got to cut it here and change the angle of that 90. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. So I just cut the exhaust in half and spun the 90 around opposite of what it was. Now I just got to weld it together. It is time for some earplugs, but at least the hood will fit on now. So that was a pretty good test drive. There are some things I need to do before the next test drive. I want to take the carburetor back off and clean it again. I do not like a surging carburetor. Also, the clutch, when you put it into high gear, the clutch goes all the way flat with the floorboard. Let me demonstrate. That's high gear. How are you supposed to match the clutch now? Anyway, I'd like to do something about that before our next ride. And the key switch, I got to use the screwdriver on the solenoid to start it. That's no fun. And when you go to shut it off, the key does not even turn it off. So I got to rewire it. Other than that, still thinking about the front bumper, and I've got some LED pods that want to go on the front. Let me know what you think about that idea. And if one of you guys want to order me a flag for this, give me a flag, mail it to me. I'll put your name on the flag. I need one for this and for my go-kart, but I could interchange them. Put it on here, put it on there. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Your name on my zombie machine. Address is down in the description. I also need to rewrite the name on the hood. The sun has faded the permanent marker, and it feels like it needs some other name. Zombie Resurrection, Zombie... I'm drawing a blank. Leave me a new name in the comments. Whichever one gets the most votes, I'll put it right here. Yep. And it feels like if the zombie is really coming back, there needs to be some blood on it. Something like that. And there's a couple rust spots in the back. Sounds like the werewolves are out there. Anyway, a little history lesson for you. This was a Yard Machines, came from the factory with an 18 horse. When I got it, it was a 15.5, and now it's up to a 19 horse. It can't make up its mind. So this is what I'm thinking about on the front bumper. I'd have to drill 2 holes and get 4 bolts. And I'd rather have this out flat, but I got to put it up high or the front tires will rub when you turn it sharp. Like this one's already wanting to rub. But if it's a problem, I can always come back and cut it off shorter. Not a big deal. On second thought, this is what I'm thinking about with the bumper. It's down lower, it looks better to me. This is sitting more level. And yes, this would rub, but if I cut it off about right here, it wouldn't rub. I still drill 2 holes, one on each side. Oh, and I had a company send me some lights. Check this out. They want me to review these lights. This is aux beam. This says LED light bar, but it's really pods. They sent a nice sticker. I don't think it matches the zombie mower. I'll probably stick it somewhere else, but it's a nice sticker. Check these out. One hand unboxing. 2 of those. One here, one there. And I've got some old bed frame material. That's actually, I think it was like a sleeper sofa. So I got me 2 LEDs. There is a wiring kit. Got a relay, a fuse, a push button. And this little box is the mounting kit. So I'll leave you a link in the description, and we'll test them for you. 4-inch, 18-watt, 2 pieces, 1,800 lumens. They've got them on a Jeep. I think they'd be better on a zombie mower myself. Because these crappy lights aren't going to do much on the trails. And so the sleeper sofa angle iron, I got it cut loose. It looks like it was made for this. Oh, well, this side on, well, that side on, and there's already 2 holes for the lights to bolt in. Just welded on the angle iron light bracket. Looks pretty good. I might paint it with some red, some black and some red, you know, that blood effect. Something about like this. It is update time. I just cut off about 2 inches off both sides of the bumper. Downstairs, I just drilled this hole and made that hole bigger. And then I pulled the front wheel off to drill the hole, and I've had people ask me, how'd you put the ATV tires on? That was the guy before me. I think what he did, he took the lawnmower wheel, cut the center out of it, then he drilled 4 holes, and he put 4 bolts, 4 nuts, 4 washers, maybe 8 washers. That's all there is to it. Then he spaced it out with washers, that washer, and there's a clip that holds it all on. That's all there is to it. Standard spindle. The bumper's in the middle of getting painted flat black, and over here on the clutch, I've got this piece of rebar. It came almost zombie colors. I guess it faded some. Anyway, if I weld that on right there, and if I put a 90 degree in it, it's not going to rub on the tire. Something like that. Put a 90, weld that on. I don't know. Let me do something and I'll show you. So my experimental clutch is being held together with magnets. It might just work. I better get the welder over here. The clutch pedal adapter is now welded on. It actually works. Hang on, I'll show you it in action. Alright, that's in high gear, and you can't use this bottom clutch. But the new extension, that works just right. That's if it's in park. That's second gear. That's fourth. And there's seventh. I think I'm gonna like that. I also picked up some nuts, bolts, and washers for the front bumper. Let's go put it on. That's what the front bumper's looking like. Got a little bit of red on it. And that's where it goes. Looks good to me. So when I put the fuel filter on yesterday, it was not filling up very fast when I was riding it last night. It was running, it was starving on gas. That old hose is the culprit. I'm going to replace that. There's a new piece on the seat. And we're ready for a test drive. So now it's getting pretty close to being done. I still need to rewire the ignition, make it where it will start and where it will shut off. I couldn't get it shut off. It's like a real zombie. It kept going and going. And I also need to clean the carburetor. It's still surging. Other than that, I'm pretty impressed with it. I like the lights. Oh, if you notice, I put reflectors on the front. There's reflectors on the front. There's some on the side of the hood. I've even got some on the back. There's a theme with most of my mowers. I've got reflectors on them. Sometimes I ride on the road, and these have been known to shut off. That way people can see it if they're coming along, if it's in the road. Anyway, if somebody sends me a flag, I'll put it down in the description. But if you want to send me reflectors, or if you want to send me stickers, I also collect stickers. Here, let me show you inside of my tool shelf, my tool cabinet. That's on the inside of the tool cabinet. So if you want to send me a sticker. And now shout out to Oxbeam. I've got an Oxbeam sticker too. You gotta find where to stick it. Shot 327, I got a lot of the mowers lined up right here in the front yard. I just did a lot of work to the zombie machine, put an engine in it, a front bumper, 2 LED lights. On the Poland, I just did a solenoid, I rewired it. Oh, I bought 2 new tires for the back of it. I gotta find 2 14-inch wheels, but I think these are gonna work out a lot better. That'll lift the back end up, make it a little more like a tractor. Less of that squatting. And these are 26s. The biggest ones I've got right now are 25s. And 25s look bigger than 26s once they're aired up. But once we get those on the wheel and air them up, I've got to find 2 14-inch wheels that'll fit on the Poland. I've got 2 Nissan wheels that might work, but I got to find some adapters. I mean, that will work. I just got to make some adapters and paint the wheels that color yellow. And there's the John Deere, and there's Colonel Craftsman. 25-inch tires, 22-inch tires. Those are 20s. I believe these are 20s too. '22s, 22 1250 by 8. So those, which used to be perfect, now they're looking a little bit small. Once we get the 26s, that'll be the biggest ones that I've got. Tallest tires I have. Tallest and widest. These are 2510s. Those are 2611s. I'm right here in the garage with the next Free Craftsman project.